Yo, you such a fucking pussy ass. Word to my mother. I want you to die, but I want you to die slow.
Let's keep it to there. We're gonna continue. We're gonna continue after this commercial break. Cardi is crashing out on Offset, man. Cardi is crashing out on Offset because Offset said, I want the bag too. I'm seeing you with your boyfriend on the yacht.
With a
giving
tootsie.
With a tootsie. They're trying to cut your boyfriend off the Patriots now because he's wilding, and I want a piece of that. You don't want to give me the piece of ass? I'm gonna get a piece of that bag. Fair use, and she's crashing out right now.
Listen up, y'all listening? Listen up. The fact that I'm waking up right now, right? The fact that I'm waking up right now to see that this fuck nigga
Jesus,
and his
on.
fuck ass team, I know it's not his team. I know it's his bitch ass. Gonna tell the Breakfast Club the only reason why this motherfucker asking for spousal support, because I was asking for everything. Because I was asking for everything, and because I don't be with my kids. Yo, you such a fucking pussy ass nigga. Word to my mother. I want you to die, but I want you to die fucking slow, nigga.
Let's keep it to there. We're gonna continue. We're gonna continue after this commercial break. Yo, I don't know what's going through her brain because this might not look good. This might not look good if this is played in court. RJ.
This will definitely not look good if it's played in
He
court.
thinks it's a movie.
And it's also the father of his child or children, right? 2 children. So their children will grow up, because what's in the internet is forever.
Yeah.
So their children will grow up and listen to this. That's crazy.
Mama,
But are we surprised?
Mama's already talking like Tupac.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, so where my fofo?
yeah. Guys, before we proceed, remember to rate the show by pressing the like button and follow us on our socials. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification icon, and stay tuned for our newsletter where we will share with you links to articles and viral videos that did not make the show.
Yeah, this is great. Let's continue listening. We'll see what else she has to say, other than wishing the man a slow demise.
When you die, nigga, I want you to die slow in the bed. And while you die, nigga, you gotta think of me.
Yo, what? Yo, she's wilding. Yo, we only 53 seconds in the 3-minute clip, RJ. We're mute. You're on mute.
Many women
This is crazy.
wish on alive upon me. Blood's in
chill
my
out,
eye, dog,
man.
and I can't
Bruh.
see.
Chill out, bruh.
I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. Baby mama's trying to take my life away.
Maybe, hey, write that one down. Maybe it's a rewrite for an AI song.
A remix. This is something for the I'm not gonna promote companies
Not yet.
For free. Not for free.
Not yet.
I'll do it now.
Not for
if
free.
it's not for free,
Yeah.
I'll never do it
Also-
for free. So
Yeah. Fair use.
Let me tell y'all something, right? When I first filed for fucking child support, my lawyer filed for child support. I mean, when I first filed for divorce, my lawyer filed for shit. And
I already know where this is going. She filed for child support. He's taking her spousal support. He's trying to run a circle. You give me my spousal support, I gave you child support. So you're giving me your money, I'm giving it back to you.
recycling it.
Recycling. Yo, this is crazy. Oh, man.
this nigga started spazzing, right? So I told my lawyer, there's a renew, what's that shit called? There's a renew divorce paper, right? And in the renewed divorce paper, In the renewed divorce paper, I asked for no child support. I didn't ask for no child support because I want to be done with this marriage. Like, I feel like I'm tied up. I asked for no child support. KaiR is allowed to see my kids. There is not one day that he's not allowed to see my kids. Okay? He stood up my kids 3 times. He have seen Blossom only like 5 times. Okay? And I've been trying to save your face. But for you, stop playing saying that I don't be seeing my fucking kids.
I have to address this. You heard it as well, probably. She
The
said
nation?
my kids 4 times.
Yeah, my kids. Yeah, you're allowed to
4
see my
times.
kids.
It's your,
The kids
your
aren't
kids.
your property. It's not the father's property either.
You. Yeah. You want to say
But
something
that's-
else?
That's a mistake that a lot of people make, right? But they also make it in a relationship. That's my husband, my wife. Not in the sense that, oh, that's my husband, but as in my property. Doesn't work
Yeah.
like that. And with children, doesn't work like that either.
It's 50-50 or 60-40, whatever you want to make it, but it's not only your children.
Stop playing because you don't want to look like a less of a bitch ass nigga. All right. If I keep you away from the kids, right? All right.
Oh, man.
You talk to the kids almost every single day. You call the kids every single.
A New York chick will cuss you out, and you will look crazy when she's done with you.
Day. I allow you to talk to the kids every single day. If I allow you to talk to the kids, why would I not allow you not to see the kids? It was the point that he was making a big deal, like, oh, I'm not gonna go to New York to see the kids because I'm not gonna be seeing my kids in a hotel room. All right, I was like, all right, so you could see him in my mom's house. You still made it a big deal, and I love my daughter so much, yo. If I'm lying, my kids could die if I'm lying. I said, you know what?
What?
What's wrong with
To make
her,
it
man?
easier for you, you could see
What's
the kids in my
wrong
house.
with her?
Just because I'm my daughter.
Yo, what the heck is wrong with this chick, bro? Yo, God, please. What the heck is wrong with her? She's putting it on the kid's life.
But because she's putting it on the kid's life, you know, it's more believable. I do hope that she's not forgetting. You know, sometimes you think you remember everything, but then you don't, and then your kid dies, and then you remember that.
Yo, this is crazy, yo.
Yo, if I'm lying, my kids could die if I'm lying. I said, you know what? To make it easier for
Hey,
you,
she said it so casually. She said it so casually, like,
Yeah.
hey, they can go away. Solves
Yeah.
all problems, I guess, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
you could see the kids in my house. Just because I want my daughter to feel the love of her dad. Because I want my kids to have that love of their dad. I want the love of both parents, even if we're not together. Also, the last time we seen the kids was in March on Cody's birthday. Okay? So before you start talking to me about I don't see my kids, let's talk about it. You haven't seen the kids since March. Okay?
All that being said, RJ,
Mm.
what does this have to do with asking for spousal support? She's talking about custody.
That's true. But she's trying to just, I mean, I guess that's like a frustration that she needs to get
Yeah,
out.
she is. I don't understand. I don't understand.
And usually
But she's
the way it
using
goes
the
is
wrong
that
tool.
sometimes you're mad at someone, but that, you know, you're gonna look for you need to look for a place where you can meet the person. And at this moment, this is where you can meet him, because you probably can meet it in person. So you can see him in person. So he needs to talk about something that she needs to talk about something that she can use to put him in a different light, in a bad light.
But yeah,
A lot of people wouldn't, they wouldn't realize it. Because it's just like it's a campaign to basically make the the husband, baby father, to look like a bum, which is the same thing that Rami is currently doing. But we'll talk about Rami in a bit.
Remy is the next one in line. Well, at least I'm gonna talk about this situation. But talking about it, this could have been easily solved, RJ, if they just have signed a prenup. I remember one of the early prenup stories we covered was the divorce between Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen. That was probably one of the most ironclad prenups we've ever covered so far. It was like cutting the situation in two. It just went from, okay, we were together, we're not together anymore. Everyone knew what's theirs. It's over. Bam.
But sometimes, KR, it's not the quality of the document, it's also the way you enforce it. So you can have a very good agreement, but if you're dealing with someone who's like who's acting based on acting out of bad faith, then you're gonna have more problems than if you have like a weak contract where you're acting with someone out of good faith. Because when you act with someone out of good faith, that person will say, you know what, we didn't agree to that in writing, but we did agree to it verbally,
Kevin Costner.
Yeah. Sometimes you have like a very good one, but then, Deion Sanders, right? You have a very good one, but then you still need to go to court, not because the document isn't good, but is the people you are tied to is making it different.
Disputing that it's with Kevin Costner. What happened, if I can recall, is she said that she signed it without knowing what she signed.
That's crazy. Whose fault is that?
That was a crazy situation. At the end,
whose fault is that?
They solved that situation, but at the end, you have to pay anyway. He had to pay because you want to get rid of her. Sure, you'll have to pay.
Yeah.
It is what it is, guys. Anything else? Oh wait, I have something else. Talking about prenup and people crashing out. We got Playboy talking a couple of things. Fair use. Listen here.
Birdman said he was with Tony Braxton for 18 years. She convinced him to get married. He did no paperwork. She got a divorce in 2 weeks and caught him for mega millions. He said the fix was in. This Birdman saying. He's saying
he did no prenup?
He was with a no prenup. When we discussed this story in my house, people were saying karma. No, this ain't tabloid. No, I'm not standing on this. I'm not at the divorce, bro. I'm telling you what the streets is saying and the Birdman said. The Birdman said he was with her for 18 years, married her, he had no paperwork. She got him. I don't even want to tell you the number. The number's the price of this building.
The price of the building.
Yo, no, they're serious. The price of a high rise in New York City.
Jesus, that's
I'll
80.
tell you a crazy story. I have a neighbor, very successful. So he wakes me up, says, Joe, come over to my house. We having a celebration. He had just sold his company for like 400 million. Everybody knew it was everywhere. And his wife does the king, 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 king with the cup. And she gives the most beautiful speech. I love this man. This man's the greatest ever. 7 a.m. on Instagram, the wife files for divorce.
Yo. The next day.
Premeditated murder.
Crazy. So make sure you put that prenup together, because never know. Hey, it's premeditated. I already see Travis' body drifting down the Hudson River, or whatever other river there is in Duval County. Is there a river in Duval County? Guys, let us know in the comments.